The challenge, I think, is once a brand becomes a machine, where it's just, there's so much demand for what's happening with Comcast is a great example. I had a great experience with Comcast and a bad experience with Comcast.
Oh, good.
And the great experience with Comcast was all customer service. It was all driven around, and I can't remember her name now, okay, but she followed up with me when she said she would. She told me what was going to happen. She told me that the first people did wrong and why they did wrong. She apologized for that, accept responsibility. And when you think about it, Comcast, that's where their brand really exists, in customer service. So you'd think they'd want to really train their people to be very oriented to, we're going to take care of this. And that's what we have going for our brand. And we're in every household in the marketplace. So we got to make sure we bring you the best viewing experience possible.
And there's something new coming, which is going to be interesting. It's fiber optics, something like that. There's something new coming in the wings, and then that'll give them more competition, which might improve things. Because competition works for a reason. So and we talked about Nordstrom's and why people shop there.
Yeah. Let me finish where you had me for a minute, and then I'll come to Nordstrom's. So basically what I found out was three things. People want to talk about their brand first, and they want to do it because it differentiates them from competition. People also want to make sure that they have the brand pillars of their company identified, that are foundational strengths of their company, that differentiate their company, that customers talk about. Not just Tom at Maryland Lottery, but the people that Maryland Lottery serves. And then third, you want to make sure when you're in the environment selling to a business or a consumer that you have a good intentional way to sell and to talk about your brand. And what I found over time is people just don't have that. They're not equipped. It's because we teach our salespeople logically. We don't teach them emotionally. And so we never connect them directly with the brand in an emotional way. Nordstrom, you mentioned Nordstrom. Nordstrom's great at customer service. If you went anywhere in the world where a Nordstrom store exists, what they'll tell you is the Nordies, which is what they call them, they are grown up and weaned on customer service. I've heard stories about the Nordies anywhere from somebody bought something at Macy's and with a smile and with a gracious thank you, the Nordie at customer service wrapped the package for them, gift wrapped it, even though it was bought at Macy's.
And I know they're well trained. You can tell. And Ritz-Carlton, same thing. They are well trained. They go through a training session on these. Another one would be Southwest. It's hard to get a bad personality on Southwest, so you can see when that training has happened.
And Southwest actually hires for that.
I know, they have to audition. Now sometimes they go a little overboard and they start singing and all the jokes, but they at least keep their personality about them.
They can be performers, but at least you don't have to drone through the welcome to the flight and put your seatbelt on and oxygen masks and safety stuff, because they make it fun. And that's part of how people experience Southwest. That's why they wanted to fly Southwest. So
that would be one. Plus, I think the people that work there are given the option to own stock. And I think it makes a personal investment, and that changes how you approach your job.
Right. Absolutely.
So that would be another one. I know we're coming up on a break, and I'm glad you could join us. It's Dan Stiff, Sell the Brand. First, we're at Greetings and Readings in Hunt Valley, Maryland. And there's so many wonderful things, coffees and chocolates and books, and just a great atmosphere. So we are going to be back in just a moment with Dan Stiff and the Maggie Paschal Show. Don't forget that you can always go on my website and hear this in its entirety at maggiepaschal.com. And when we come back, Dan, we'll go to the other pillars. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Thank you.